Peace, peace. Barghani, Islam, Salam, Hetepu, Rahubat, Gino Ninani, Chief Noble Bandele El-Amin, back again for another video. And today's video, we're going to be dealing with what we call NFTs. Okay? Want you to understand that. NFTs and the whole digital age, because I feel like this is the signification of our official move into this digital age. Okay, so I'm going to explain that and get into that a little bit more. But before I get into that, y'all please subscribe to the channel and like the video, and also click the notification so that you can get all of our videos when they fresh out. So with that being said, please also check out our website, indigenous-services.webs.com. It is your one-stop shopping for your indigenous lawful needs. It has an array of information dealing with law. It has several videos, including so many topics on indigenous history, uh, law, uh, you know, religions, Moorish history. I mean, just an array of different things. And right here, for the we have the package for rites of passage. We have the ancestral rites of passage for your birth certificate. We have the religious rites of passage for your marriage affidavit or your marriage certificate. So we have, for death certificates or whatnot. We have all these different topics, and we also have for your membership of the temple. So please check it out, and let us know. And also, you can, like I said, there's so much on here for you to look at and learn. Okay, so enough of that being said. I don't want to get too much on that. Also, check out my books on Amazon.com. As you see, I do have several books, from Moabite Man all the way to the Moorish Treaties. And if you got the first Moorish Treaties book, then you got to pick up this second Moorish Treaties book right here. It is, to me, more in depth with information than the first. So if you really like the first, then you'll definitely like the second one. It's just as good or better than the second one. I put a lot of work into that. It's a lot bigger in pages as well. But you can check out all my books on Amazon.com. All right. So with all that being said, I want to jump on into this video because I think it's important. Now, let me go to this one. It's actually this one right here. I want to show y'all the fact that we're into this digital age, and for a lot of people don't understand what that really is pertaining to. I think with the coming of cryptocurrency and the use of blockchain, that these are the key symbols or signals of the new age, of the digital age. Okay. Now, we have been on the cusp of it because we have been, dealing with, like, for example, our money. It's been a while that we've been getting our money electronically now. So a lot of people got direct deposit. They've had direct deposit for years. We see less and less money. Everything's more digital as far as credit cards or debit cards. So we don't see as much money as we used to. And that was the first stage of the digital era. But cryptocurrency is something that is going to change. It has changed the way that we're going to do business and the way things are going to be as far as digital goes. Has changed the game probably forever. Okay. And a lot of us did not get on the bandwagon of the cryptocurrency fast enough. So, I did something back. I did a blog talk radio show where we talked about, and this was like 8-9 years ago, or maybe 7 to 8 years ago. We did a thing on we did a blog talk show on the on Bitcoin, and at the time, Bitcoin was like $24 a Bitcoin back then. Okay, and we talked about that because we said, we need to use Bitcoin to do it, exchange our money in for now on, stop using U.S. currency, yada yada yada. And so, most melanated people are way behind the curve when it comes to the trends of what's happening. And so now, if we look today, Bitcoin is worth anywhere between $45,000 and $55,000 a Bitcoin, and there's all kind of digital currency, cryptocurrency as they call them, all around us. So now we're moving into a different type of blockchain technology, because now we're dealing more with digital property, if you will. And now you've been looking at this right here. It says that Charlie bit my finger. It says will leave YouTube forever after selling for $760,000. Basically $761,000 as an NFT. So I know you're like, what the hell is an NFT? Well, we're gonna get into that. Now look, it says right here, the 2007 video is of a baby chomping his older brother's finger is the latest viral. Let's go. I'm trying to get it to move. It says it's the, okay, there we go. It's the latest viral memory of an auction off to be auctioned off as a non-fungible token, or what we call an NFT. So NFT basically stands for non-fungible, okay? Non-fungible token. And it was sold for big bucks. Okay, a non-fungible token is a certificate of ownership for a digital asset that is unique and is not meant to serve as a means of exchange. Okay, so it says as an incentive to get people to bid on an NFT of the clip already viewed hundreds of millions of times. The Davis Carr family also announced that they will be pulling the beloved video off the Google-owned video sharing site sometime following the auction. The family launched the auction on Saturday, which marks the 14th anniversary of the video being uploaded to YouTube. So, I just want y'all to take this in. And what I understood from this was that this video, as a digital asset, as a digital property, was sold, and it's going to be pulled off YouTube forever, or pulled off until time, I guess. But it's no longer going to be available on YouTube, okay? Because it's a one-of-a-kind thing. So whoever owns the actual original copy is going to be able to sell this even for more, maybe possibly for more money. How much they say they got? That's crazy how much money they got. They said they got what was it? Damn near $1 million for a video, y'all. So we got to get into this. We really got to look at this whole technology thing a little bit better, okay? If we want to get a better explanation of it, okay? Now, I found this article, and I thought it was pretty interesting because it basically, gives you a rough explanation, okay? NFTs explained, okay? And, that's like this picture right here. That's a picture basically that can be sold as an NFT. So it says right here, there's nothing like an explosion of blockchain news to leave you thinking, what's going on here? That's the feeling I've experienced, or the reader experienced, while reading about Grimes getting millions of dollars for an NFT, okay, or about Nyan Cat being sold as one. And by the time we all thought we sort of knew what the deal was, the founder of Twitter put an autographed tweet up for sale as an NFT. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like this is crazy. Like we said, the NFT is a non-fungible token, and that doesn't make any sense any clearer. But let's look at it. It says right here, a non-fungible more or less means that it is unique and can't be replaced with something else. For example, a Bitcoin is fungible, meaning that you can trade one for another Bitcoin and you have exactly the same thing. A one-of-a-kind trading card, however, is non-fungible. If you traded it for a different card, you'd be having something completely different. Okay? You gave up a Squirtle and got a 1909 T206 Harness Wagner. Okay? So, like, basically, a non-fungible is going to say, it's something of a one of a kind that that you won't be able to just trade and get the same thing. So it's a one of a kind project. It's something that is unique. So it says, how does it work? It says at the very high level, most of these NFTs are part of an Ethereum blockchain. Ethereum is a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin or Dogecoin, but it's blockchain also supports these NFTs, which store extra information that makes them work differently from ETH coin. And it is worth noting that other blockchains can implement their own version of NFTs. Some have. Okay. NFTs can really be anything digital. Okay. So we talk about drawings, music, and then I think they're being funny, but this is real talk. This is something for us to think about. This is where it's going. Your brain downloaded and turned into an AI. Okay. So, I mean, like, they're talking about intellectual property, if you will. It says, but a lot of current excitement is around using the tech to sell digital art. So it's really big now as digital art. That's what you're seeing a lot of, or what they're classifying this NFT as digital art. So, like this example right here, this is digital art, and it could be uniquely sold. Okay, it's a GIF. Okay, of a Doge coin or a dog coin. Okay, so so to me that's what's important to understand, that you can create possibly a meme, a GIF, or something, a picture. If you take a picture and you tweak the picture, if you take a picture of something um, that may be monumental, or let's say you take a picture of the president, or you take a picture of something that happened that was incredible, an incredible shot that was made, or any of these things is technically considered a digital NFT. Okay, so it says, I don't think that anyone can stop you, but that's really not what he meant. So he's talking about the tweets. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the conversation is about NFT as an evolution of fine art collecting, only with digital art. Side note: when coming up with this line, buying with good tweets, we were trying to think of something silly, right? But they said, of course, the founder of Twitter sold one of them for $3 million shortly after they posted this article. Okay, so I mean, like, this is something that's real. Do people really think this will become art, like art collecting? Like they said, some people really hope so. Like whoever paid almost 390,000 for a 50-second video by Grimes, or the person who paid 6.6 million for a video by Beeple. Okay, actually, one of Beeple's pieces was auctioned at Christie's. Okay, so they go into that a little bit. people. Okay, so stuff like that. You see that right there. I mean, these things are gonna like this is crazy. This is digital art. Like, it's selling for more than any other arts that physical art. It sells for more than the physical arts that we see. Okay, so it says, sorry, I was right clicking, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it says, but yeah, that's where it gets awkward. You can copy a digital file as many times as you want, including the art that's included with the NFT. Okay, so you can do that, but the NFTs are designed to give you something that can't be copied. Ownership of the work through the artist can still retain the copyright and production rights, just like with the physical artwork. It says, but to put it in terms of physical art collecting, anyone can buy a Monet print, but only one person can own the original. Okay, so I mean, it's like that. And that makes sense. I mean, you got the Mona Lisa. Somebody may have the original Mona Lisa, so it's worth millions. But then you got copies of the Mona Lisa that are sold in stores and whatnot, and they offer profit, but they're not the original, and they can't be sold for the amount of an original, if you understand. So that's what they're doing with the with this NFT, this non-fungible, So it says, what do you think of the 3600 Gucci Ghost? Also, you didn't let me finish earlier. Okay, they was talking about the image of Beeple was being auctioned at Christie's, ended up for selling for $69 million. So this is the Gucci Ghost right here. You see what I'm saying? Last sold for $3,600. Current owners asking for $16,000. It says whoever got the Monet can actually appreciate it as physical object. With digital art, a copy is literally as good as the original, which is true. Like a digital copy is usually looks like identical to the original, but it won't have the what they call not crypto, but they won't have the signatures that come from an original. Okay, the blockchain, it won't have the blockchain print on that's something that's not original. So let's say you being an artist. So you being an artist, how would you do this? So it says first off, you probably where to go. It says you might be interested in NFTs, okay, as an artist because it gives you a way to sell your work that there otherwise might not be much of a market for. Okay, so if you come up with something really cool digital sticker idea, what are you going to do? Sell it on the iImage App Store? No way. Okay, but it says also NFTs have a feature that can enable that you pay that they will pay you a percentage every time the NFT is sold or changes hands, making sure that if the work gets super popular and balloons in value, you'll see some of that benefit. So that's another good thing, okay? Because so many times artists usually get scammed. Starving artists usually, make these great paintings and don't really see the money from it, and then they wind up dying, and then their paintings, make all this money. So it's kind of good that there's a digital marker in there that will allow you to make a percentage of money every time it sells. You know. So now, as a buyer, one of the most obvious benefits of buying art is it lets you financially support artists you like. Okay, and that's true with NFTs, which are way trendier than like Telegram stickers. It says buying an NFT also usually gives you some basic usage rights, like being able to post the image online or set it as a profile picture. Plus, of course, there are bragging rights that you own the art with the blockchain entry. So you got a blockchain entry to back it up. That's how you know you got the original, the blockchain entry. Okay. So it says, yes, okay, NFTs can work like other speculative assets where you can buy it and hope that the value of it goes up one day so you can sell it for a profit. I feel kind of dirty talking about this though. Okay, so that's funny. I mean, it's a funny article, but um, so it says so every NFT is unique. Let me go back. In the boring technical sense, that every NFT is a unique coin on the blockchain. But while it could be like Van Gogh, where there's only one definite actual version, it could also be like a trading card where there's 50 or 100 of numbered copies of the same artwork. And so that kind of reminds me of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, there's only a certain amount of Bitcoins out there, period. And then no more. It can't no more be made. Okay. So, like when you look at Bitcoin from that perspective, it kind of can be looked at as an NFT because of the blockchain. But what they're saying is, there's going to be a limited amount of this particular one, or there's only one of a kind, or a limited edition of that product. Who would pay hundreds of thousands? And that's the thing. Who gonna pay hundreds of thousands of dollars? Which basically amounts to a trading card. It says, well, that part of what makes it so messy. Some people treat it like it's a future of fine art, and some people treat it like Pokemon cards. Okay. Speaking of Pokemon cards, they said Logan Paul just sold some NFTs relating to $1 million box. So I mean, it's this money out here, y'all. I'm just trying to sell you. I'm just trying to tell you that we Moors, we got to get up on this. Like this is something to really look into. You see this Logan Paul. So I mean, like you got this stuff is selling for. We got to come up with something, y'all. And it says, yeah, he sold NFT video clips, which are just clips from a video that you can watch on YouTube if you want to. But he sold them up to 20,000. He also sold the NFTs of Logan Paul Pokemon card. Now I will say this: you might be able to watch these, video clips and upload them, but like once they're sold, you can take it off the market. You can take it off YouTube. You own it. So you'd be like, who paid $20,000 for a video clip of Logan Paul? You'd be like a fool, and their money assumed parted, I guess. I mean, but you think it's crazy, but it would be hilarious if they decided to sell 50 more of them in the exact same video. You know, like they could. What's this? Lincoln Park Mike Shinoda, who also sold some NFTs that included a song. So I mean, like I said, these songs. Like now you can do songs and sell them as an NFT. You ain't gotta worry about them being anything else. And so to me, they talk about copyright, but could this possibly bypass copyrights? Now that you've got the original and you can prove it, that do you need copyrights as much? You see, can I buy this article? So it says no, you can't buy this article, but technically anything digital can be sold. So I mean, it changes the game. Just think, y'all, what things can be looked at as digital and can be sold. Because they're saying that articles from Quartz or New York Times, provided you have anywhere from 1,800 to 560,000. They talking about William Shatner sold a Shatner themed trading card, one of which was an X-ray of his teeth. You know, so I mean, it's crazy what you can do. I mean, it's really wild. Okay, so like I said, it's very interesting. I don't want to get too much onto it. You got a gist of what we're talking about, okay? So, like I said, all this is dealing through blockchain, okay? It says has become technically possible. NFTs really became technically possible when the Ethereum blockchain added support for them as part of a new standard, okay? So, uh, this is beyond cryptocurrency. And I want to also look at, because we're looking at this digital age, what this blockchain else is bringing. Like, what other things are we able to really understand. And so, like, because of blockchain, it's changing everything. One of the things that, like, I'm not gonna look. It's a whole bunch of. There's probably about 20 different things that they talk about on this right here, right? But the one I want to look at is wills and inheritance, okay? Because we talk about wills and inheritance all the time, and we talk about how it's important for Moors or people with nationality that's melanated for them to establish themselves as who they are. To establish their birthright is through their will, and inheritances also deals with birthright. So it'd be fitting to look at this because this plays a part in a lot of things. Now it says that, now look at this. This is one of the markets the blockchain is going to change. It says that wills are a highly specific kind of contract, providing an ideal use case for a blockchain smart contract solution. In addition to the challenges of verifying a deceased actual's death, will related litigation often involves challenges to the genuineness of a will. That is, whether the legal interpretation aligns with the deceased intentions. While the application of blockchain tech would not completely remove these challenges, it would make it easier to identify actual information, provide variable transaction data, and dismiss claims that are without merit. So it says through its smarter contract platform, Japan-based startup, how you say this? Zwaze Space, Zwazy Space is developing a self-executing will system, okay, with a blockchain that will automatically distribute assets of an inheritance trust to its beneficiaries upon confirmation of the trustee's passing, eliminating, listen, this is the part, eliminating the need for executors and court battles regarding the integrity of the will. Okay, so the blockchain technology may cut out the middleman in so many avenues. There is so many. It, the sky is the limit with blockchain. Okay, y'all. I just want you to understand that. So that's really what I have. I hope this puts something on your mind, Moors, melanated people out here. Put something on your mind. We got a lot of work to do. The technology is moving at a rapid pace, and it's really key for us to stay ahead and stay on top of things. Okay, and so this is why I bring these type of information, because I do believe that these things, along with other things I have talked about, are ways to help liberate us from the state and help liberate us from our dependency on the state. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this. Until the next time. Oh yeah, and please check out any of my live. I've been going live, so if you click and get the notifications, you'll see when I'm going live. Because it's a lot. It's when I go live, it's a lot different topics, and we go in on some things. Okay, so check us out. Check out the books. Keep studying, Morris, and I will check you next time. Tuta Nana. Peace.